Hello, welcome back to Jessie at Home. Welcome to my room of horrors, my hidden room of horrors, my laundry room, my laundry space, and everything else space, as you can see from this video. We've not done much in here. We got a new washer, a new dryer, and we did that wooden shelf thing. But we've lived here 4 years in April, and we've not really touched this room. This room is laid out super awkwardly. It's just, we have that long countertop, and then we have that dead space under the counter at the end. There's a gap between the sink and the other cabinet. And just everything just gets piled up in here. And I'm sick and tired of looking at it. So when our laundry sink like cracked because it was 20 years old, 15 years old, and we had to replace it, my husband said we can do a budget-friendly, affordable makeover in here, just because we really are, both of us are just sick of this room. So since it is an impromptu makeover, we only do things when we have the budget for it. So we had to scrounge up some extra money. We're going to reuse some things, upcycle some things. We're going to reuse the countertop and these cabinets that you see here, but we are going to purchase some affordable cabinets. I'm using paint that I already have at home. We're going to use some of the decor in here and just really use my imagination and figure out how to make this space more functional, clothes storage, and just a place for everything so it doesn't end up looking like this again. So let me get all this stuff out of this room. This is crazy how much stuff was piled in here. And the funny thing is, nearly everything goes back in here. There's a couple things I donated and got rid of, but everything that you see in this laundry room is going to go back in, but in a better spot. It's going to have a home for everything that you see. And I'm so excited about that because I just, like I said, I was so sick of just this room looking like a hot mess. So we are going to be keeping this wire shelving and that wooden shelving over there. When we redid our primary closet, my husband reused all of the wire shelving in there in his big shop out back for all his work stuff. So we're going to be keeping these as well. So I'm trying not to tear it up too much so that he can reuse it. I do like to kind of reuse things or upcycle things if we can. We are keeping this light. I know it's kind of ugly, but it works, and we just bought new light bulbs for it not long ago, so we're gonna keep it. May not be the prettiest thing, but it definitely lights up the room. We bought these utility cabinets from Lowe's. They're ready to assemble, so my poor husband has to assemble all of these cabinets just because it was cheaper to buy the ones that you have to assemble yourself versus buying the ones already made. Like I said, we are on a budget, honey. We found our new sink from Wayfair because that was the cheapest one we could find. We're going to be reusing this countertop, like I said. We're going to be reusing these 3 cabinets right here, just moving them over and reconfiguring the space. So by moving these cabinets over, we gain all of this space. We can now use this corner, which used to be hidden. As you can see, I was never able to really clean back there because I couldn't fit between the cabinet and the washing machine without having to move the whole washing machine out. It's a whole thing. So now we'll have this little bank of cabinets, and then we'll have some open space next to the washer and dryer for a laundry cart. So I am really excited about that. Let me know if you were watching when I installed these peel and stick like barnwood foam backsplash here. These were given to me by a company and they have done me well these past 4 years. They do tear up your wall though, so that was not fun. I had to use a scraper, and then my husband was like, give me that, let me try that, to try and scrape off the black adhesive. It was really tough, but it did a good job of keeping the walls, waterproof, and kept it safe, I guess, but definitely not renter friendly at all because it will tear your wall up. So glad we were able to reuse this countertop. It looks so good. I'm excited about installing the new sink in there. This is from Wayfair. I think it was like $180 for this. This was the first purchase I made. And it has less like grooves and like things that are hard to clean. My previous one had a bunch of grooves down the side, and then it had a bunch of like divots and stuff in it, and so things would get stuck in there and stain it over the years with like paint and other things, I guess. So I'm really happy to have a nice white clean sink in the laundry room again. So this faucet that I found on Amazon, I think it was about $35. None of this is sponsored. This is all stuff that we purchased. I wanted to find an affordable like gooseneck faucet, and I bought our kitchen faucet from Amazon 4 years ago, and it works like a dream. So I went ahead and bought another one from Amazon, and I really like this one. It has a little bit more of a commercial vibe with the springs and everything. I really like the look of it, and I went with the brushed nickel just because the handles on these cabinets were already like the brushed nickel, so I figured I would just, and the ceiling light has brushed nickel, so I just went with brushed nickel for the accents in this room. We decided to double our outlets, so adding 2 outlets side by side everywhere, and these are GF5 protected outlets, so everything's up to code in there, even though it doesn't actually have it. It is, can't remember what my husband said, but it is up to code and everything. So while we were watching some TV, my husband put together, I think, 4 or 5 of these cabinets. and busted them out all in one night. But once you start one of them, you kind of get the hang of it. He enjoys doing that kind of thing, so I just let him go. But look at everything all taken down. This is our first time hanging a bunch of cabinets on the wall, so it was definitely a learner's curve. I was underneath of that, and we decided that was not a good idea for me to try and hold it. My husband would hold, and then I was going to screw, but for a while I sat there with the cabinet on my head, and it just wasn't a very good idea. So since we were limited to the ready to assemble cabinets, we are going to have a couple spaces in between a couple cabinets. And once we add the spacers, it all just looks seamless and fine to me. But while my husband also, we made a measuring error for the cabinet above the dryer. I mentioned just, hey, putting a hanging rod and we could hang clothes there or get a drying rack, like a pull out drying rack there. But my husband said, no, we definitely need more storage in here. So he ran out and got the proper cabinet size to go there. That was a $150 mistake. My bad. But he's going to end up using the cabinet that he had already assembled in his shop out back as well. But definitely check your measurements more than once, because for some reason we thought we had double the space and we didn't. So after he went out and got that cabinet and assembled that, we just popped the last cabinet up on the wall. And now look at all of this wonderful storage. I was desperately trying to get this baseboard out so that we could put a brand new baseboard all the way down. I didn't want it to be like a choppy look to the baseboard back here. So we opted to pull this out and get new baseboard. And we also needed to get a new baseboard for the wall in front of the sink, because I think they had a flood there before. So we decided to wrap the baseboard around the cabinets too for like a really nice look. And I think it turned out really nicely. So this may not be your style, but my husband picked out these peel and stick tiles. He didn't want to deal with doing real tiles, but honestly, these were just like such a pain in the butt to install that I wish we had done real tile. He picked them out, and they're very colorful and very like mosaic. Like there's a lot going on with the tile. They do match our countertops really well, and it is a fun pop of color. What is going to be mainly a white space, so you know, you got to let him have some say in the decor sometimes. And since he was, you know, doing this whole makeover with me unexpectedly, I just let him go ahead and pick out the tile. But in the end, after I grout it, I decided to grout it as well. It turns out so pretty. It's like probably my favorite thing in the whole room. So at first you're like, that's some busy tiles. It has glass in it and just like laminated printed face on the front of the tile. And they were kind of a pain in the butt to cut. You have to kind of score it, and then you pop it and crack it like that. So my hands were so sore at the end of the night, because in some of the areas you had to do it individually, tile by tile, versus doing a whole sheet. So it was very tedious to install. It's so hard to do these projects with Malcolm. I'm not going to say toddler, because your toddler might be super chill and just like hang out while you do things, but he is just a busy boy, and if he can get into something, he will. So I kept having to take little breaks and check on him. So I didn't totally get all of the tile done, but I worked my poor little fingers to the bone, getting it all done. My husband and I installed this metal edging around it as well, so I cut my finger on that. We had to get more edging, so while my husband got more edging, I went around and caulked and like cleaned up all of the baseboards and got them looking really nice, and like puttied all the holes and any seams that we may have, and just made it look super nice so that I could get it ready for paint. And then when he gets home, we do a bunch more, and he cuts all the edging for me, because I don't know, me cutting metal is not a good idea. I'm super clumsy as is, and if there is a way for me to get hurt, I definitely will. And back at it, cutting these tedious tiles. The last strip at the top of this one section was like less than 1 inch. So I had to individually cut these little teeny tiles to fit it under the edging and fit it where it's supposed to be. And my back was killing me at the end of this, but like I said, in the end, after I grout it and everything, I just absolutely love it. We also decided to replace this outlet cover right here because I felt like the big white box was very just, look at me. We didn't like it. So I'll show later on in the video the cover that we chose, and it just blends in seamlessly. Also, I did this with my primary closet as well. I am never going to wait and paint until the last little moment in time. I wish I had painted when all of the cabinets were down, but I had to utilize my husband's time wisely because we are weekend warriors again, so we only get things done on the weekends. Versus like, back in 2020 when we were knocking out these projects, he was home most of the time and, we didn't have a toddler. So, painting around, cutting in everywhere and painting around all of the cabinets and under the cabinets, that was tedious and like backbreaking for me. I hated it. But as you can see here, just adding grout to these tiles made them pop. They look so good. It was exactly what it needed. And I'm so glad I decided to grout. I just did a like dark gray grout and it just looks amazing. Like I can't believe these are peel and stick because they just look so good to me. So here is the outlet cover. It kind of matches some of the metallic tiles on this wall. So I really, really like that. I found this in just like Lowe's. It was a little bit more expensive than just the plain white ones, but I think that it just really blends in a little bit better. Now, if I could have my way, I probably would have changed those two outlets to black, but we just bought those outlets, so I'm not going to waste money. We're going to keep the white outlets. But here is an overview. Look at it. It looks amazing. It looks huge. It looks double the space, just by not having those cabinet and the counter go all the way back. But as you can see, it is dirty in here just because we've been sanding and painting and doing everything. So I just want to give everything a good cleaning before I start doing all of the finishing touches. So I bought all of these cabinet knobs on Amazon. I'm switching out the ones that are in here just because we couldn't find any to match for the upper cabinets. And I was just checking the hole maker tool, knob tool, whatever, to see what like circle it hit, so that I could match where it would be on the upper cabinets. But I found 13 of these for like $7, so that's like less than what, like 50 cents a piece. I found them on Amazon, and I really like the way they look. They're a little bit fancy. So my husband is marking where all of the knobs should go, and then he's going to drill a hole, and he's going to do this on all the cabinets. I'm only sharing it on this one because like I said, it kind of gets tedious after a while, but we put all new knobs on, and that way that will keep our cabinets from getting like too grimy, so people pull on the knobs instead of like touching the cabinets. And we got to hang up all of our equipment back on the wall and put everything back where it goes. I do need to work on the cord management for the vacuums that are hanging up, and figure out just a better way to get that to look. But you know, you gotta charge your vacuums. And I love having this tool holder behind the door. That way everything is up off the floor and everything is hidden by the door when it is open. Well, open against the wall, I guess. I had to add my little washerwoman back up on this wall. I got this from Home Interiors, I think, 15-20 years ago. I can't believe I'm old enough to say that. Like, I feel like I'm a youngin', but when I say things like that's crazy. I think I bought these in 2005 or 6, and they're just these like vintage-esque press tins, and I've always had them in every single laundry room in every house that I've been in. So of course I had to add them back in here. They were in here previously as well, but now they have a place of pride up on the wall. I also bought this laundry cart sorter from Amazon, so I'm gonna put that together really quick. You know, even though my husband usually does everything for me, I was like, I can put together my own laundry sorter. This one is, you just click it together. It can't be too hard. It was annoying to put together, but I just wanted to get it done. I really needed to get all of the floor clean, and just there was so much dust. We're probably going to be cleaning up dust in here for quite a while. There is this little spot on the floor that I wanted to kind of bleach. Any of the darker spots, I just hit it with the bleach. These floors actually stay pretty clean because we don't walk in here often, and usually by the time we're in here, our shoes are already off. So I just wanted to use my grout brush and get any like darker spots with the bleach and let that sit for a minute. And then I'm going to go back through with my O-Cedar and clean up any residue that the bleach spray might have left on the floor. But these floors are pretty nice and pretty easy to keep clean because we don't hang out in here too much. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of everything that's, you know, in the cabinets and just how everything looks and my opinion on everything. So definitely stay till the end. I'm also going to be doing some crazy befores and afters because it really is shocking to me how bad it got. And I never want it to get that bad again. Like, I'm tired of just having too much stuff. So that's my goal, is to not let this room happen to my new, clean, beautiful room. I can't believe it looked like this. I'm embarrassed to show this on the internet, but now look how gorgeous it is. It may look a little plain Jane, but I'm so happy because it's clean and bright and there is a place for everything, and everything isn't just piled up and in your face when you walk in. Okay guys, I am so excited about this laundry room. It may look a bit plain and bare, but I'm actually really happy with that because it's clean, it's organized, and I'm just so happy. I'm probably gonna have to do a laundry room like organizational thing later on down the line, but for now, I just put everything in the cabinets that I think that it's gonna go. So this cabinet we had kept, and this is my husband's junk cabinet. Like I said, we need to organize this cabinet, like really badly. He just threw everything back up there. I just need bins and to properly organize it. So I'll look forward to that video. I'm really excited about it. The rest of these cabinets are new. This cabinet is the cat cabinet, cat dog cabinet, extra cat food, stuff we don't use as often. Food bowls are on these two, extra foods here. We actually have all of the food in the drawers as well. And then we have the dry food down here. I'm so excited because the dry food used to live right there in front of the bottom of this cabinet. And I hated it because I could never get into that cabinet. Now this cabinet, oh my gosh, I finally have room. This used to be full of like cleaning supplies. And now I have room for my green machine and my mop bucket and some extra like dish soap and trash bags and hand soap in there as well. Love it, love it, love it. You would think getting rid of all of this counter would actually be less storage, but it's more storage because I bought this handy little cart. I can pull one out. We can organize, separate our laundry. We have a place to put dirty laundry. That way we don't have several baskets in here just piling up. We can just bring your clothes down for the kids, bring their clothes down, separate it, and have a new fresh basket to take the clean clothes. I'm just so happy. So back to the cabinet organization. We have this cabinet, which has all of our paper towels in it, our Ziploc bags, our air pump for balloons, our packing tape, and our electric fly swatter. I know, kind of random, but this works. This works for us for now. But I'm just so happy to have it like enclosed storage. So I debated on putting the laundry stuff up here, but this allows this to be open and for us to utilize the laundry stuff. I do want to organize, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying that. I do want to organize all of this stuff a little bit better, but this is all of my laundry stuff in one spot. I also want to line the shelves, that way the laundry detergent won't destroy this like melamine cabinet, but everything is in one place. This cabinet has just extra junk. I have my extra candles up there, and then I have all of my chemicals and stuff on these two shelves. Random black paint, some grout cleaner, just random stuff that I took from underneath of that sink cabinet, and I put it up here. And this one houses some more of my cleaning supplies, my extra Swiffer, my steam shot, the little hand vacuum for the Dyson, just all my extra brushes and just everything. And then up top there is like pool chemical or spa chemicals for our hot tub and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited how this all turned out. Now, just the way it worked out, we had to add a spacer over here and 2 spacers right here, but I'm really happy with it. On the counter, I just put a fake plant and then a little basket full of my little laundry balls there. I do not want a ton of stuff on the cabinet at all. Nope, do not want it. My husband picked out the tiles, so they are a little busy, maybe a little masculine, but it adds a pop of color in here and I like it. This old little like tin print that I got from Home Interiors 20 years ago, which is crazy for me to say. And this one over here, my little laundry girl. I love this little ironing board holder. It holds the iron and the board. We have our vacuum. I do need to figure out some wire, hiding the wires a little bit better for our 2 vacuums that we have. And all of my cleaning supplies are hidden behind the door, which I love. I do want to get maybe a little rug right here just because we have this random spot that won't come up even though I scrubbed it. A little rug for softening the feet in front of the washer and dryer. But I am in love, you guys. I am so happy. We kept the light. We tried to do everything as budget friendly as possible. So yeah, I'm really excited and I love this. This was so cheap. This was like 35 bucks. I love this new spout in here. Allows us to have like, Sammy's gonna love getting a bath in this thing with that. It's like massaging. I love the new sink. There's not like as many grooves and stuff as our other sink. It doesn't leak, which is a plus. Overall, I am super happy with it. And it may not be to your taste. It may be a little plain Jane, but I am in love.